So a couple of things about this question that if I was Leah and I was investing money, I would invest all higher interest rate. That would probably make sense. However, it might have been that the bank had a special on that you could invest up to $1,000 or up to $500 at a special interest rate. So in this case, this could be a possibility. How much did she invest at 4.5%? That's the question. So first of all, we have to figure out what are variables we'd like to use. Then we'd have to write as many equations as we can. Can you see that there's two things you don't know? You don't know how much was at 3.5%, so we could call that x. And we don't know how much was at 4.5%, that's y. And if we have two things that we don't know, we need two equations in order to solve it. So you have to take the information there and come up with two equations. And we were doing that in the last couple sections, right? Writing the equations from word problems. For your equations, how many people were able to get this as your first equation? That the two parts have to add up to $1,800. Okay, that's the easier part. She invested two parts, total of $1,800. So x plus y has to be $1,800. Then when we take our percentage points, 3.5% is as a decimal, 0.035. When I multiply that by x, that's how much interest she'll get from that part. And then if I add the interest from the other part, together those interests add up to 73. I've now made two equations with two unknowns. I'll call this equation 1. I'll call this equation 2. Which equation is it easier to get a variable by itself? First one, which one do you want to get? Y by itself or x by itself? Y? So if I subtract x on both sides, it's kind of nice to get y by itself because then it's in y equals mx plus b form. You know about the y-intercept and the slope of -1.
And y equals mx plus b form is very nice. It's our y mx plus b form is our friend.
And now we can rewrite the equation, but instead of writing y, we write -x plus 1,800. Multiply things out. 0.045. Oh, this will be a minus because it's multiplied by -x. And anybody do this on their calculator yet? The 81? Negative 0.035 minus 0.045 is negative 0.01x. If we subtract 81 on both sides, we get -8. Divide both sides by negative 0.01. And we get x equals 800. Which equation would you like to plug that into to find y?
The first one.
Good. X plus y equals 1,800. We know that x is 800 plus y equals 1,800. So y is 1,000. So our solution yes. There you go. There's the point on a graph just for Alex. I can scroll up. Is that far enough? Naila, is that far enough?